Hello, everyone. This is Tara Livingston, and this is Stroke Up Genius. Um, I want to talk to you about this first impressions and sometimes how there can be uh, you think about wrong, uh, so you have the wrong impression. So I was thinking about this in a leadership context about how you make decisions when you first meet people. 7 seconds. In 7 seconds, you you think about you have already made 11 impressions. So I'm going to go through them, and then I'm going to talk to you about how they are um, like for me in this situation with aphasia, apraxia, uh, and one exit syndrome. So let me see this. So the first impression you've already made it, the decision is education level, economic level, perceived credibility, believability, and honesty, trustworthiness, level of sophistication, orientation, level of success, political background, religious background, ethnic background, and social or professional desirability. You've already made this as soon as you meet. Um, I'm going to use me as this example. You're going to already have made this decision, even which uh, uh, watching my own videos. So, education level, you might have the impression when you first see me that I'm educated. I have bachelor's degree and master's degree. Um, uh, but I don't know what that sounds like. It is for me. It means that people assume that I'm just learning English as maybe as a second language, but I have no other language. This is it as English. And I was a writer and a public speaker. You could make an assumption about economic level. Um, when I was still working, I had, a good, okay, economic level. Right now, I'm poor, sadly, I'm on disability. Uh, but I don't know that you would see this with first me. Perceived credibility, believability, or honesty. This one is a little bit more difficult to talk about because some people who, once they figured out that I have an exit, um, they they might be assuming that I'm looking for something. For instance, if people look me as a new immigrant, for instance, who is finding maybe employment for some first time, anything like that, then maybe they think that I need want something for you. Maybe couch. I don't. Uh, anyway, trustworthiness. I think I come back as a trustworthy because just because I work at having open face, and we know that when you look kind of open and friendly, that more people are more likely to trust you. So I think I'm okay with this level of sophistication. I know for sure in those 7 seconds, if I've opened my mouth, that you have decided that I don't have a level of sophistication. That is actually true. Um, uh, my careers and just the way I think. I'm an intellectual. I think a lot. I have lots of, I read um, academic papers. Uh, I love uh, relevant uh, books. So I do have um, time reading of fiction, but other non-fiction. I like academic kinds of pursuits, but I don't know that you would know this if you just have met me for the first time. Level of sophistication. Orientation, I think I come back as oriented uh, straight, but this is this is difficult. But is something that you make a decision in those first 7 seconds. Level of success. I don't I don't think that people assume that I'm successful. I've been successful. I've been executive director at a nonprofit. I was an Anglican priest for many years. I was known for doing good preaching and education, using my uh, back, background in counseling, in um, marriage uh, and family systems. Um, so I don't think anybody would make the assumption that I was actually successful. I was successful. My whole uh, my whole life before my stroke was successful. Political background, but this is very interesting. If you think of the ethnic groups, it depends on where you've made an assumption on where I'm from. So there's lots of political ways being in different Eastern European countries. But I don't know. But maybe you've made it so that I don't know. Maybe I'm a communist or something. I don't know. Um, but and then religious background. This one you could probably get because usually I have some verses that will show that I can see uh, uh, while I work wearing, and just because I think they're beautiful, and I've been using them for a long time. Ethnic background. Now, this is very deep for me. I'm a third generation. Yeah, I never had any ethnic background in anything. My people were from England and Scotland, which is the majority of uh, uh, people in Canada in the uh, in the population when I was born. So I was sent as a uh, what is the was white Anglo Saxon Protestant. That's where I'm actually uh, from, but ethnic. I don't know where people think that I when I start. This is my always first question when I say, it's nice to meet you. They say, where are you from? Hamilton. But this one a little bit. And then the other one is social and professional desirability. So even if you're not looking for an employee, for me to be an employer and be employed, you you would think, oh, this is this something that I could see you in a career? Could you participate in the kind of jobs that you do? So we do in the first impression, and right now after my stroke, uh, most of the assumptions that what people have making are actually wrong about who I am. Because uh, so thankfully, I've always said that I'm very grateful that I didn't have any paralysis with my stroke. But as my as soon as I open my mouth, uh, I'm getting people get impressions of me that are actually uh, um, not right. They're uh, and I don't. I'd like to say I don't blame that, but it it does make me feel bad sometimes. Um, that sometimes that I make people think that maybe I'm looking for charity or that I need to have, maybe I could have a job level of a cleaning person or nothing, well, nothing wrong with that. It's just not who I have been. It's not, um, I'm an intellectual. I make jokes that I don't need um, to use my body as much, uh, but all of my careers have been about thinking, considering, and my background as working with people with developmental handicaps, and but I specialized in behavioral, so that I could consider how could we help this person with their difficulties with their instead of having a cancer, those kinds of things. I'm an intellectual kind of person. Um, and I've been very proud of that. But it's more difficult for people to understand that that's actually who I am. Um, I don't want this video to think about uh, about coming across as defensive. This is not my idea for the bit. However, I will say that just understand that you have already made assumption based on anybody that you have just met. In 7 seconds, you have 11 assumption about whoever you are. I'm using myself as an example of how those are often wrong. This is all I wanted to say. And whatever you may be thinking about people that you are meeting for the first time, don't rely those first 7 seconds, those assumptions, but allow, be open to having the person uh, give them to actually prove it to themselves, to you. Be open to uh, allowing people uh, to become and be who they actually are, not the assumptions that you have those in those first impressions. Because the first impression, certainly for me, are almost always wrong. Anyway, this is I wanted to share this with you. I'm so grateful for you taking the time, and I appreciate that. Thank you for continuing. Uh, I'm very appreciative for this. And if you can, like this video and uh, subscribe to the channel so that you can hear my pearls of wisdom as they come forth. Thank you so much and have a good day. Bye.